This is the location data screen. I'll go through individual areas of the screen. So on the left side of the screen, you see the map. On the map where this sensor is located or this device is located, it's on a bridge on the North Fork Kaweah River. On the right side, you see the graphical representation of that sensor. In this case, the sensor is a water level sensor. And as you can see, the water is going up and down over the course of about 3 weeks from December 6th to December 26th. And if you scroll down on the screen, you would also see, you can see the pictures that you may have taken and uploaded for this particular location, and various gauge information. Like in this case, the type of gauge, the status, and the current, the latest depth of the water. And when was the last reading, the battery status and stuff. Now, some of this information is only visible to the administrator. If you are a guest user, you may not see most or all of this information. Anyhow, going back to the data, as you can see, I have selected the dates from December 6th to December 26th. The type of sensors that I'm looking information for is water level and the temperature and the precipitation data. And I'll explain to you why you're not seeing it currently. It's the data is there. I just turned it off for a second. And then the location name. If in this particular region there are other locations, and I selected the Three Rivers low, and that's the data I'm seeing. Now, the type of data that I'm seeing right now is this blue graph is the water level. Now, in this particular device, we are also collecting temperature data, and if you enable that, in the red, you now see the temperature data. You see the temperature in Fahrenheit on the left side, or centigrade, depending on what your option you selected for temperature gauges. And you see how over the course of a day, the temperature goes up and down. And then if I also want to look at the rainfall information, in this particular case, I'm also collecting the rainfall information. You also see in green the amount of rainfall. Now the rainfall information is in reverse. That means on the top means 0 and the bottom means more rain. And you can see on the right side where it says the precipitation in millimeter, you see over a course of every hour how much rainfall occurred in this location, because this gauge has a rain gauge, a tipping bucket connected to it. Now another aspect, and I can turn off and on instantly any of this. So if I just want to see the precipitation versus temperature, you can enable those two. And if I want to just see the temperature versus the water level, then you can also see it. Or another interesting aspect would be to look at the water level versus precipitation. Now, what for a particular location, you can also mark it associated with an event. For example, a flood event that may have occurred, or a dam opening event, like in this particular case. I can go to the dam opening event on the Three Rivers that occurred on May 21st at 12 p.m. And if I click on that event, it will pull the data for that event for just those few days.